Namaste viewers. Today we are going to discuss one of the important topic in embryology, that is gametogenesis or Bijakanotpatti. Before going to discuss the main topic, we learn about the reproduction or Pratyutpatti. In animals, the reproduction is defined as the ability of an organism to produce offspring of their own kind. It is generally take place by two methods, asexual and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, there is production of offspring without involving the fusion of cells. Only one individual is involved in reproduction. Whereas in sexual reproduction, generally two individuals are involved and reproduction is brought about by the fusion of two cells, which are generally called as gametes. These gametes are of two types, the male gamete and the female gamete. These two fuse and the resultant products, that is zygote, develop into a new individual. This is the general pattern of sexual reproduction seen in all individuals. Most of the higher organisms, which include higher animals, reproduce generally by sexual reproduction. The sex cells, namely the gametes, are produced in definite structures called gonads. In the female, the gonad is known as the ovary and the gamete is called as egg or the ovum. Whereas in the male, the gonad is referred to as the testis and the gametes are called as the sperm or spermatozoa. Before going to discuss about the gametogenesis, briefly we will discuss about the embryology or Pindotpatti Shastramu. It is one of the important branch of biology that includes prenatal development of gametes. బీజ కణాలు అనేవి ఏ విధంగా ఏర్పడతాయి మరియు పెరుగుతాయి, ఫెర్టిలైజేషన్, దీన్ని మనం పరదీకరణము అని కూడా పిలుస్తాము, అండ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఎంబ్రియోస్ అండ్ ఫీటస్, పిండము అనేది ఏ విధంగా పెరుగుదలను ప్రదర్శిస్తుంది అనే అంశాలను గురించి నేర్చుకుందాము. ద ఫౌండర్ ఆఫ్ ఎంబ్రియాలజీ ఈజ్ అరిస్టాటిల్. హీ stated that the embryos rose from menstrual blood after activation of sperm. ఈ అరిస్టాటిల్ ప్రకారము పిండము అనేది ఋతుచక్రం తర్వాత ఈ శుక్రకణం యొక్క ఉత్తేజితం వలన ఏర్పడుతుంది అని చెప్పడం జరిగింది. లేటర్ ద scientist called Ernest van Baer, he did enormous research on embryology, so he is called as the father of embryology. Here we are seeing two reproductive organs, that is testis and ovary. The male reproductive organs are called as testis and the female reproductive organs are called as ovary. From these two reproductive organs, the representative gametes will be developed. In our present video, we will discuss in detail about the gametogenesis. The process of formation of gametes is known as gametogenesis. That means it is taken from a Greek word, gamos mean marriage, genesis mean origin. In this process, the reproductive structures which are diploid produce gamete by a process known as meiosis. As a result of this, gametes will have a reduced number of chromosomes, that is haploid, as against the diploid chromosomal number as seen in the reproductive structures. In the body of the animal, the gonads are produced by the germinal cells. These cells eventually produce the reproductive structures wherein reproduction division take place to reproduce the gametes. The gametogenesis includes two types, that is spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Presently we are discussing about the spermatogenesis. The process of spermatogenesis takes place in the male gonad called as testis. In most of the vertebrates, the testis consists of many fine tubules called speminiferous tubules. These tubules have a wall lined by the cells of the germinal epithelium, and these are formed by germinal epithelium. These seminiferous tubules also have certain cells called nerve cells or Sertoli cells. The function of these Sertoli or nerve cells is to provide nourishment to the developing embryo. The development of the sperm from the germinal epithelium, although it is maybe a continuous process, maybe it is divided into two stages. The first one is formation of spermatids. దీన్ని మనం శుక్రకణాలు ఏర్పడమని కూడా పిలుస్తాం. And the second one is maturation of spermatids into sperm. It is also called as spermiogenesis. The germinal epithelial cells of seminiferous tubules reproduce the spermatids. And these cells are also called as primordial germ cells or primary germinal cells. To begin with, the cells are diploid and they give rise to the spermatids. This process is believed to take in three phases, that is multiplication phase, growth phase and maturation phase. విభజన దశ, పెరుగుదల దశ మరియు పరిణతి దశ. At the stage of multiplication phase, the testis consists of numerous seminiferous tubules made up of undifferentiated germinal epithelial cells. These cells have large, deeply staining nuclei. The primordial germ cells increase in their number by undergoing repeated mitotic divisions. As a result of these mitotic divisions, a large number of cells called sperm mother cells will be formed. Each sperm mother cells is diploid and it is like any other body cell in its chromosome constitution. And the second phase is the growth phase. In this phase, there is no multiplication, but the number of cells will be increased. These cells, which are already formed, absorb nutrition from the surrounding cells of germinal epithelium and grow in size. These cells have a large amount of food materials and are also rich in chromatin. These cells are called as spermatocytes. It has been observed during the growth period, the pairing or synapse of the chromatids become visible. Hence, it may be said that meiosis or reduction division is initiated in this stage. And the third one is the multiplication phase. During this phase, the process of reproduction division or meiosis, which has been initiated, will be completed. Meiosis involved in two successive cell divisions, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. During meiosis 1, there is reduction division, so that the two daughter cells that are formed after division will have exactly half of the number of chromosomes that present in the original cell. In meiosis 2, it is also an equational division. At the end of the division, 4 cells are formed. The two haploid cells that are formed after meiosis 1 are called secondary spermatocytes. The two secondary spermatocytes undergo meiosis 2 to produce 4 cells, which are called as spermatids. These spermatids do not undergo any further division. They simply undergo metamorphosis to produce the sperms. Thus, at the end of maturation phase, each germinal cells would have produced 4 spermatids. And the second one is the spermiogenesis. It is also called as maturation of spermatid into sperm. During this phase, the spermatids metamorphose themselves into sperms. This spermatid is a physiologically immature cell having nucleus, mitochondria and Golgi complexes. The maturation of spermatid into sperm is an extremely complex process involving many biochemical and morphological changes. The changes are following. The first one is the nuclear changes. The nucleus gradually gets reduced in size and assumes different shapes in different animals. In human beings, the nucleus, which is ovoid in the beginning, becomes flattened. The RNA content of the nucleus get reduced. And the second change is the formation of acrosome. The acrosome occurs at the anterior of the sperm nucleus. It is derived from the Golgi complex and chemically it is consisting of protein digesting enzymes. At the time of acrosome formation, the Golgi complex gets associated with one or two nucleolus. The granules present in acrosome are rich in mucopolysaccharides. Further, the enlargement of the vacuole makes it come very close to the sperm nucleus. Eventually, the proacrosomal granule enlarges and forms the acrosome. At this stage, the rest of the materials of the Golgi complex gets reduced in size and are discarded from the sperm as Golgi rest. Now the third one is the centrioles. The spermatid has two centrioles. These arrange themselves behind the nucleus. The anterior one is known as the proximal centriole and the posterior one is known as the distal centriole. The distal centriole function as a basal granule and give rise to the axial filament of the sperm. The axial filament of the flagellum of the sperm is composed of 11 fibers, of which 2 central and 9 peripheral fibers. The fourth one is the changes in mitochondria. The mitochondrial mass becomes aggregated around the axial filament, leading to the formation of the middle piece in the case of the developing of the human sperm. The mitochondria form a spiral sheath around the axial filament. This spiral sheath is called as nebunken. The cytoplasm of a condensed layer around the middle place. Structurally, the maturation of the sperm from a spermatid involves the formation of two stages, namely the formation of head and the formation of tail. The nuclear changes and the changes that take place in the Golgi bodies eventually lead the formation of the head of the sperm. The middle piece of the sperm is formed by the cytoplasm and the spiraling of mitochondria. The tail is formed by the lower portion and it involves in the two centrioles. The mature sperm has three portions, namely the head, the middle piece and the tail, as in the case of human beings. The tip of the head consisting of the acrosome, while the remainder of the head consisting of nucleus. The middle piece has the fibers surrounded by a spiral mitochondria and condensed layer of the cytoplasm. The tail is made up of fibers. This spermatozoa was